Hey, friends and family. So there are two things that happen to you, any believer, when God is getting ready to elevate you, promote you, or transition you. And it's found in 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 18. Let's look at it together. I'm going to switch the camera. But when David's older brother, Eliab, heard David talking to the men, he was angry. What are you doing here anyway? He demanded. What about those few sheep you're supposed to be taking care of? I know about your pride and your deceit. You just want to see the battle. I really could say three things. Matter of fact, I might as well add 3 points, okay? So there's 3 points. Number one, the first battle and the first line of resistance that you have to overcome whenever God is getting ready to either elevate, promote, or transition you, it's your own camp. It's your own household. It's your own family. It's those who are most near to you. Why? Because they are only familiar with you in the flesh, but they're not familiar with you in the spirit. Why did Jesus say that a prophet is not honored in his own hometown? Because they become familiar with you. So his brothers, wait a minute. David, what are you doing here? And here's point number two. Point number two is they've become so familiar with what you were doing in the previous season that they can't discern that God has a new assignment on you with a different purpose. They only could recognize David as the little boy that was tending to the sheep of his father, but they could not recognize David as the man that God was getting ready to use to tear down Goliath. So the second thing that you have to watch out for when God is getting ready to transition, elevate, or promote you are those who are familiar with you, not only just in the flesh. That's your family biologically. But even your spiritual family can become familiar with you with what you were doing in the previous season. And here's the last thing. If you keep on reading, he says, wait a minute, you just want to see the battle. Oh, this can preach, this can preach, this can preach. The brother Eliab said, you are only here because of your pride and your deceit. And you just want to see, other translation says, you just want to see the hype of what's going on. But no. The Bible tells us in verse 17, one day, Jesse said to David, take the basket of the roasted grain and the 10 loaves of bread and carry them quickly to your brothers. Wait a minute. The third thing that you got to overcome when the Lord is promoting and transitioning you is people that will misunderstand why you are even there. They think you are there because you want to be there. They think you're doing it just because you want to be doing it. They think you're going forth just because you want to be going forth. They don't even know that you are under an assignment because your daddy gave you an instruction. That's the third thing that you're going to have to overcome, which is the spirit of misunderstanding that comes with what? Accusation. Oh, who do you think you are? You're only here to be, you just think you're the, you just want to be, you just trying to, I ain't trying to be, I'm not trying to do, I'm not trying to act, I'm not trying to try anything. By God's grace, I am who I am. I'm here under an assignment. And if you really want to get technical, it was to bring you food. Oh, shooky now. The same people that will misunderstand your purpose, your calling, and your assignment and why you are coming forth don't even know that you're really on assignment to bring them bread. You're really on an assignment to help relieve them. You are really on the assignment, wait, not only to give them bread, but you're really here, my God, to bring forth the spirit of boldness because everybody else is scared to take care of the problem. Don't mess with the Holy Ghost right now. There's 3 things that you got to watch for when the Lord is getting ready to transition, promote, or elevate you. Number 1, I forgot. What was number 1? Number 1, Lord, I forgot it. What was number 1, y'all? I sure enough forgot number 1. Oh, Lord, I really forgot number 1. It felt so good preaching it that I lost it. Well, all you got to do is just go back to the beginning. You can refresh yourself on number 1. I really did forget it. But number 2 definitely was they become familiar with you. They become familiar with you, and they can only see you as the one that was tending sheep and not the one that God is getting ready to use. And then number 3, they will misunderstand why you are there. You got to go back to the beginning for point number 1. But you have to overcome these during times of great transition, elevation. Oh, it's your family that comes up against you. Oh, that can preach, my God. It's your own family that comes up against you. My brothers and my sisters, if you see these things, perhaps you may be in a season of great transition, promotion, elevation, or even realignment. Take note. Be blessed.